Hello beautiful guys, welcome back to Morgan Tarot. It's Lisa here and I'm here to do a reading for you guys that I feel you need to hear. So this is messages you need to hear for the upcoming month of September 2021, or just current energy right now. Messages that you need to hear, for the coming days and week ahead. I'm going to ask you to really tune into the decks, the tarot decks that I have in front of me. So I have the Modern Witch Tarot, the Alice in Wonderland Tarot, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Light Seers Tarot. But I also want you to focus in on the particular crystals that are covering the decks. So what I would like you to do now is just take just a moment. If you need to pause the video and do this, please do so. I would like you to very carefully take your time to choose this deck based on the one you feel most drawn to, and including the crystal. Okay, so I want you to really focus in on the crystal, and if your heart is and your eyes and your whole chakra is saying, okay, I feel drawn to this particular pile because of this, and this, then that is the one to go with. So trust your intuition, guys. Don't doubt it. If it's the first thing you're drawn to immediately, then take that one. But if you are finding it a bit more difficult and you need a bit more time, just pause the video and then you can take some time to choose, and then go ahead and hear the message you need to hear. I'm going to be pulling just 3 cards as I do. At the moment I'm doing 3 card series, so I will be pulling the first 3 cards from each of the deck, whichever deck you choose. So I will be having the timestamps below for the 4 different decks, and then I'll have 2 messages from the Oracle, so you'll also get to choose those as well, which I will show you when we get to the Oracle, and they'll be in the timestamps also. And that will just be 1 card from the Oracle, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and the Animal Messages Oracle. Okay, so we're going to get started now, guys. So, all right, first pile. If you have chosen the first pile, I'm going to give it a quick shuffle. All right, the messages that you need to hear for the month of September 2021, or the week ahead, what are they? If you have chosen pile number 1 and this beautiful crystal. All right, we have got the 3 of Cups, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we have got the King of Wands. Just want to make sure that you guys can see them clearly where you are. All right, guys, so what I have here for you is, it looks as though the message that needs to be conveyed to you is, it looks like, it might be, Spirit might be reminding you to connect more with your friends and family. You might be feeling a little bit disconnected. You might be pulling away. You might be going within a bit more and just being a bit more of a hermit at this particular time of your life, and of the month rather, and you're just not feeling very sociable. So I feel like the 3 of Cups is a reminder from Spirit that, tapping into that energy and reconnecting with those people that are near and dear to you is very important, because it changes your whole mindset, your mental health, your manifestation, most certainly. You certainly manifest more things into your life when you're in a positive mindset. And I just kind of got this feeling right from the beginning with pile number 1 that you were kind of dark and gloomy. And, this might not resonate for everybody, but, the message I got was that you're kind of feeling down at the moment. And I feel like you're just like pulling away from people that care about you, and you're doing that just to reserve your energy, protect your energy and just reserve. You don't have the energy to be sociable. And I can understand that. We all have those times in our lives where we feel that way. But I think the message from Spirit is to try to get yourself out of that energy and shift yourself into more of a loving and abundant energy here with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is, embodies someone who does have a lot of time for other people, especially the people that they care about, and they, exude a lot of love, a lot of happiness, abundance. And people just love being around them. They're just drawn to this person because this person is so open and loving and giving, and their cup's overflowing with love, and they're very forthright about that. They're not afraid to tell people how they feel, and they're not afraid to appreciate them. So your friends or family or whoever this could be, it could even be a partner romantically that you might be pulling apart away from, is really going to appreciate it and show you gratification for that, with this Queen of Cups being here in the heart of the read. I feel like they're going to they're going to remind you that, of how they have, deep feelings for you and care about you. And I feel like they probably are concerned about the fact that you're pulling away. with the Three of Cups being here, it's a reminder to get back into community, get back into connection, get back into, collaborating, spending time with, enjoying the time with, partying even, attend that celebration or event that's coming up that you weren't going to go to, attend those drinks after work, attend that birthday party, attend that, after work, I think I said after work drinks, just attend whatever events are coming up, or people that are trying to reach out to you that care about you and trying to connect with you. They're trying to invite you to different things and trying to just get you even just to catch up, for a drink or a coffee or a lunch or a dinner. And I feel like you're kind of just like, yeah, not really feeling it. I'm just going to keep to myself right now. I'm not feeling the best. I'm feeling, I'm just gloating in my wallows and pities. But Spirit's message is to break out of that, because that is the only way that you're going to shift your energy and go and move into a more positive mindset, positive mental health, and also more abundant manifestation energy, because we don't manifest when we're in that mindset. Spirit doesn't bring in those things. Universe doesn't bring in the things that we want and the things that we need to change our situation if we're not in a positive mindset and we're not manifesting. So I feel like that was the message for the Three of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, like I said, is about, those people that really do care about you are going to be expressing their love and emotions towards you. That could be a romantic partner, it could be family, it could be friends, it could just be someone that you've just met that you might be dating currently, and you've kind of just gone a bit cold and pulled away and sort of said, not right now. They're going to appreciate this, and they're going to express their feelings for you and their gratitude for you actually putting in the effort to try and, to be sociable and to get yourself out of this rut that you feel stuck in. And then we've got the King of Wands here, which is a message of passion and the King of Wands is very, charismatic, is extremely charming, very knowledgeable and skillful. He is a king after all. He has a particular skill set. And he's just really good at drawing people into him. He's extremely, he's seen as attractive, and he's people are drawn to him for his, his charisma, like I said, but also because he's also, not only is he charismatic, he's also very attractive, and he's also very skillful, knowledgeable, charming, and people are just drawn to him for that reason. And I feel like the message from Spirit is that if you do move out of this energy, people are going to really appreciate you, because we do have a queen and a king. They're not the same court, but it does embody that you will boss up, you will level up, you will vibrate higher in your energies, and you will be doing a lot better for yourself if you can get yourself out of that stuck situation into this Three of Cups, more positive mindset where you're being more communal, more sociable, and just interacting more with the people that really care about you. And if I can see you really enjoying yourself once you do get yourself out of it. Sometimes we don't realize how much we're going to actually enjoy something until we actually force ourselves to do it. We think, oh, that's going to be dreadful, talking to people, having to communicate, having to tell them things. What if they ask about this? What if they ask about that? But quite often when we shift ourselves out of that mindset and think, what, if I don't do this, I'm not going to change. My mindset is going to stay in this really dark space, and I'm not going to go anywhere, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to waste my days. I'm going to feel more depressed. Message from Spirit is if you get out of that mindset, you're actually going to feel a lot better. People are going to, show their love and compassion and care for you, and it's going to help build you back up again and help you get back into a positive mindset, better mental health, and more manifestation abilities for you. You're going to be vibrating higher. You're going to be connecting with your spirit guides and your guardian angels more, and receiving the messages from the angels that they're trying to get to you, but they can't when you're in this low vibration here. And the King of Wands here, like I said, is also a reminder that once you do that with the queen and king energy here, no matter what your gender is, if you're a male or a female, this is saying to me and saying to you guys that when you do step out of this energy and become more sociable in this coming week ahead, you're going to be reaping the rewards from it. You're going to be doing, you're going to be benefiting from it, because the king and the queen are leveling up, they're bossing up, they are in their power. So you're going to be moving from one state to another very quickly. You're going to be going from feeling miserable and not wanting to talk to people and, anti-sociable to kind of, putting in the effort to socialize, and then feeling really good about it, receiving love and positive praise for it, and also from the spirit and the universe, to say well done for, shifting your energy, for putting in the work to shift your energy, to forcing yourself and making yourself, step out of that darkness and into the light, and going into the light seers, perspective, and you're going to be rewarded with the king and queen energy, which is, they are skillful, they are, abundant, they manifest everything that they want, because they have the skills to do it, they have the ability, they have the love, they have the passion, they have the drive, and people are drawn to them. So people are going to be drawn to you if you move out of this dark energy and move into a more positive energy in the week ahead. So that's the message I have for you if you chose the first deck and the first crystal. All right. Second deck, second crystal. So if you chose the second one, we've got the dark obsidian. Very dark. It is black and it is supposed to be pointy, guys, but it did actually fall on the ground in my kitchen and actually break off the very pointy bit on the end. But Spirit says that's okay. I didn't want to go and throw away a beautiful crystal that I was extremely drawn to. So I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle and then we'll read the second message that you need to hear right now if you've chosen pile number 2. Okay, so we have got the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Interesting. We just got the King of Wands in the first pile. All right, guys, so it looks like the message for you is, it looks like there's been someone who's been a little bit sneaky recently. Someone who's kind of tried to sneak away from something, and you might even be you. You might be running away from something. You know, you might even feel as though, you know, something's not right for you right now and you're just kind of running. You're not even walking, you're running and you're going, nah, I'm not doing this. This is not for me. Whether it be a connection, whether it be, you know, a new job opportunity, a new career pathway or ideas that you've had recently. You've just decided, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not running with them. They don't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Something's not right. And you're not walking, you're running away. Because, you know, the 7 of Swords speaks to someone who is trying to run away, is trying to get away with something. And quite often it's a negative energy of someone who's, you know, done something deceitful, who's trying to just, you know, sneak away without people knowing, trying to get away with it, trying not to have people know that they've done the wrong thing. But I'm feeling more like it's a message of you're running away from something in your life currently. You know, you're not wanting to face up to and deal with something that's happening right now. You know, it could be in relationships. It could be just in career. It could be a project you've started and you're just kind of now not feeling it anymore. There's a sense here that it could be in any area. Obviously, I'm reading for a whole, you know, range of people here, so it's going to be different for different people. It might be some of you, you're running away from a love situation that you've just started, or one that you've been in for a while and you've decided that it's kind of not really going where you want it to, and you've kind of pulled back your energy and you're kind of running away from it, and they're like, what are you doing? You know, where are you going? Let's talk about this. Or it could be, you know, like I said, a passion project, something you felt really driven to do, but now you suddenly just feel like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I don't think it's the right thing for me. I feel like, you know, you've been getting these warning signs or alarm bells that it's not the right thing. And so you're kind of running away. Sorry, guys, the light's just gone out. I'll have to put the main light on in a moment. So I feel like, you know, you're trying to, you've decided very swiftly to move away from something with the 7 of Swords here. That's the message I'm hearing from Spirit. And then we've got the 8 of Cups, which is another message of walking away. The 8 of Cups embodies, you know, someone who has made a choice to walk away from something. You know, it's not fulfilling them. It's causing them discontent, disharmony. They're not happy about, you know, where they're currently at in the situation. Quite often it's in love, because cups are about love and emotion, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be that, you know, it could, you know, but I feel just these energies connect with each other. We've got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, both very energies of leaving something behind, of walking away from something, of running away from something. So I do have a strong sense here that you are leaving something behind, that you're changing your mind about something and you're walking away, running away, in fact, to get away from it. You can't get away fast enough and you've just decided it's something you don't want to do anymore. So like I said, take it as it resonates, whether it be love, career, project, you know, just a general decision that you've made about something. It could have been about, you know, something to do with, you know, you might have thought you were interested in buying a particular property and then decided, nah, I'm definitely against it now. You know, you might have decided that you were going to purchase a particular item and then you just fully backed out and said, no, I'm not going to spend my money right now. I'm going to save my money, or, you know, it's not the right item for me to buy. I've found out some bad reviews. So just take it as it resonates. I feel like you were going to do something. You've changed your mind. You're now going in the opposite direction. You're running away from it. You're walking away, running away from whatever this situation is as well, which I feel like is connected to the 7 of Swords energy. There's a strong energy of leaving behind something. And then with the King of Wands here, rather, you know, this is a very passionate person, as we just spoke about, someone very charismatic, skillful, a boss, you know, a leader, someone who's well respected in their field. But, you know, I feel like, again, the message is, I feel like, you know, that you're very passionate about whatever this is that you're leaving behind. And, you know, he is very passionate, the King of Wands. He embodies a lot of passion, He can be, you know, very desirable to the opposite sex, the opposite gender, whoever, you know. People just find this person extremely attractive and are drawn to their character because they're, you know, as you can see even in this card, I know it's a bit dark now because the lighting's gone out, but he's like putting on party tricks, you know, and people are just drawn to him. They're like, oh, what is he doing now? What's he, you know, he's always doing something interesting and he's attractive and he's very charismatic and very skillful and knowledgeable. Let's go and see what he's doing kind of energy. So I do feel like if you, you know, I feel like though if you leave this behind, Spirit's messages, you will, you know, you will move into a king, more of a king energy where you do feel like you've made a good decision. I feel like you will reap the benefits from it because the king at the end of the day is, you know, it's a leader, it's a boss, it's someone who has done the work. He's made the right decisions along the way to get to a better place. He can be a bit of a player at times as well. So this message could be that you're running away from someone for a portion of you, I feel, and it could be a large portion of you, I'm hearing from Spirit, that are running away from someone and moving away and leaving something behind that has been, that from someone who has been deceptive to you. It doesn't have to be love, but someone who's just not been honest. This King of Wands energy can be a player, someone who plays you, someone who manipulates you, someone who, you know, charms people but is deceptive in nature at times. So this could connect to that whole overall energy, or it could mean, the other meaning that I'm hearing from Spirit is that from leaving this thing behind, whatever it is that you decided to leave behind, you actually end up bossing up and leveling up and you vibrate higher because you actually have made a solid choice and Spirit is rewarding you. You're going to manifest because you've let go of something that wasn't for you and now you're in a manifestation stage, because that's how we manifest, guys. We manifest when we leave behind the things that are not meant for us and you know, and we let them go and we just go about our life and we go about, you know, resuming our positive energies, and then things come to us when we least expect them, not when we're sitting around waiting for them to happen or begging for them or putting our whole life on hold. So I feel like you leave this energy behind and then something really positive happens for you. It could even mean that, you know, someone who embodies a king figure, a masculine or feminine, you know, remember, take it as it resonates, there's no gender here, comes into your life and, you know, sweeps you off your feet, because King of Wands is very charming. So, you know, it could be that leaving someone else behind brings you in something really amazing, you know, and you didn't expect it. But, you know, by letting this go, you get rewarded by the universe, and your spirit guides and guardian angels say, yeah, you deserve this. You've done the work. You've removed, you know, what didn't serve you, which sometimes is very hard to do. Yeah, so, you know, there's a couple of messages there, guys. Take it as it resonates. If it does resonate, that's what I'm getting for you from pile number 2. All right, I'm now going to go put the light on for pile number 3 and 4. Just one moment, guys. I will have the timestamp, so you probably won't have to watch this part. Okay, just have a quick drink, guys. All right, if you were drawn to this particular beautiful stone, which is a very greenish, there's a green and also an earthy kind of shade on the side of it. It's a beautiful stone. All right, if you chose the Rider-Waite deck, let's have a look at what we've got for you guys. So we're just going to give it a quick shuffle and then take the first 3 cards. They have been pre-shuffled. I'm just, you know, shuffling for authenticity, so you can see that I am shuffling and they're not pre-read. All right, so we have got the Page of Swords, the Star, and the King of Pentacles. Take them in the order they came out. All right, guys, so the message I have for you, the message you need to know is there's very much an energy here that someone is watching you. Someone's trying to gather information and currently is watching you closely. They could be doing it in person. They could be doing it by, you know, asking friends and family or people that you mutually know. You might even work with them or something, or, you know, have, like I said, mutual friends and they can physically keep an eye on you that way. They might be doing some research about, you know, even watching tarot, to be honest. I'm hearing from a spirit. They could even be watching tarot to try and find out more about your zodiac sign or your personality or what you like. Or they could even just be watching you online, which is obviously quite easy to do these days. So there's an energy here and a message from spirit that, you know, you are being watched by someone who is interested in you and interested in finding out more information about you. And with the Star being here, I feel like it's someone who is, you know, wishing upon a star that they can have a connection with you. And then we've got the King of Pentacles, guys, which is a really stable foundation. This is someone who wants to offer solid commitment and, you know, stable foundations that come in and they're long-term and successful and fruitful. And it, you know, can be a family situation with children involved, you know, with animals, with the picket fence, you know, the car, everything. You know, the King of Pentacles embodies someone who is very abundant, someone who's very hardworking, someone who is very well respected by everybody around them because, you know, they've done the hard work, they're self-made, and they are genuine and sincere in their intentions towards other people. So they are, you know, they're very morally, you know, they have a moral compass. They're very ethically minded, and, you know, you can basically take to the bank what they say and what they do. They're not someone that's going to fool you, play you, deceive you, manipulate you. They, you know, what you get with them is what you see. You know, this person is sincere, and they're coming in with a solid opportunity to you. So this person who is watching you, there is someone interested in you. There is no doubt about it. Spirit saying they are watching you. They are, you know, they believe that you are their divine union. This is also a very, you know, universally manifestation card. Someone is trying to manifest you into their life. They're doing, you know, some research first of all, watching you from afar, or even from up close. It may be someone you even like see and talk to regularly, but you just have no idea that they're interested, and they're trying to figure out what it is that they can do to, you know, to manifest you into their life, with the star being here. You know, they could even be healing from something that they've recently been through, but I feel more like it's just an energy of someone who actually is wishing upon a star. They really would like to have this connection with you, and, you know, they are a king energy. So whoever this person is, they're very abundant and they're a great opportunity. So I would be saying yes to this person if you do have mutual feelings when you find out who it is. You might already know who this person is, to be honest, guys. You might already have a feeling, a strong sense. Obviously, watching this message for a reason. You might be looking to tarot to find out, you know, is that person interested? I kind of feel like they are. Maybe, maybe not. And then you see this message and go, okay, I chose pile number 3, and it's saying that there's someone that wants to manifest and is actually, you know, gathering information and watching me, and that they are a very abundant, stable opportunity, because pentacles are, you know, they are solid opportunities. They are the real thing. They're the real deal. And, you know, the King of Pentacles embodies everything that you would want in a partner, regardless of gender. Like I said, you could be a female and represent King of Wands energy. It just means you have a solid foundation to offer, a strong foundation, someone who is sincere and loyal and has, you know, all of the qualities that you would want in your perfect partner. So this person is someone that is very serious about you and is doing their homework on you currently, watching you and wishing for this to be, you know, a new connection between the two of you. Or it could even be healing an old connection. So it could even be a past person, but I feel like you'll know if it resonates with you. All right, guys, message number 4. So if you were looking at this beautiful amethyst stone, let's put that down there. And it's going to give it a quick shuffle. And then we'll take 3 messages for you guys. And we'll just finish off with 1 oracle card from picking pile number 1 or pile number 2. Now, guys, please don't forget to like and comment if you can. That would be great. I haven't been, you know, getting as many comments as I would like, just to give me a bit of feedback. Tell me which pile you chose, why you chose it, if it resonates. Just, yeah, communicate with me. Tell me your thoughts and feelings about the piles that you chose and why, or the crystals that you chose, why you chose them. And, yeah, if it resonates with you, I'd love to hear. And even if you come back and tell me in a week or so, you know, whether it kind of what the energies were telling you was accurate or not. I would just love to hear it. So please try to engage with me as much as you can. I'd really appreciate it. And like, obviously, if you're enjoying the content, and obviously subscribe. I'm really trying to, you know, grow my channel currently. But yeah, just genuine people that are interested in obviously following my content. I don't want anyone to, you know, do that if they're not interested in it. Just if you're interested in following my content, please show me by doing those things. All right, so if you chose pile number 4, we have got the Judgment card. I'll put them in the order I got them out. The Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So, guys, it looks like the message for you is that there is someone who is trying to, I feel like, that wants to, you know, that wants a judgment call to be made to, for you to forgive them for something that they've done. I feel like, you know, with the Queen of Swords energy here in the heart of the spread, this person is, you know, can be very cold and cutting, and I feel like this person may have cut you out of their life, or vice versa. You might have cut them out. There's an essence here that someone has not done the right thing, because the Queen of Swords is very much an energy of someone who is all about truthfulness, honesty, and if someone doesn't serve, you know, if someone isn't showing that truthfulness and honesty that they value very highly, then they will be very quick to cut them out of their lives, and can even be, you know, abusive towards that person, and say, you know, and say everything that they feel and think, because they're a wounded warrior. They're someone that's been through a lot, and as a result, they can, you know, act very swiftly without thinking. You know, they've got a tough exterior, but they're inside they're quite vulnerable, but they don't show that side to people anymore because they've learned that by doing that it puts you at risk. So the Queen of Swords, you know, may have been someone that has worn their heart in their sleeve in the past and it's not benefited them. So they've now become someone who's kind of very steely, someone who has their sword and is very quick to cut anyone who doesn't serve them, who doesn't, you know, tell them the truth that they believe to be the truth. So I feel like what's happened is someone's been dishonest, or you've been dishonest with someone, and the message from Spirit is, you know, I feel like more like it's been someone that's done this to you. You're feeling, and you know, you've cut them out of your life, but this person would like to have another opportunity with you. They're very passionate. They'd like to communicate with you with a Page of Wands here. Pages are about communication, but they're not always to the level that we want. It could just be, you know, a brief message, like a text message or something. You know, not a full blown, you know, I'm so sorry about what I did message. Or they could even just be less mature than you or younger than you, but pages represent obviously, you know, people that are less mature or younger in age, or just, you know, a message that's not fully ready to be spoken yet, but it's at the early stages. So it could be that they just want to let you know how passionate they are, that they're very sorry, but they may not say it in a very in a full, you know, in a full blown message that, you know, goes for where they maybe ring you and just pour their heart out to you. It could just be just a text, a simple text, or a simple message via someone else, or just some way of reaching out to you with a, you know, a message that's like a starting point to break the ice and say, look, you know, I am sorry about what happened. And, you know, it might not go any further than that initially, but it seems to me like this person would like to have another, like the Judgment card for me is all about reconciliation. It's about someone wanting to reconcile after a period of being dishonest with you, of hurting you, which has caused you to put your walls up and your boundaries up, and that's what the Queen of Swords does. She just cuts people out that don't serve her, cuts people out that, you know, have treated her badly, and, you know, she's a very wounded woman. You know, and as I said, no gender. You could be a wounded man as well. But that you embody that energy where you've just put your walls up. You now got your walls up, and you protect your boundaries, protect your heart, because you just can't put yourself through any more hurt possibly. So you're now very protective and guarded, but you are very, you know, wise though, and you can see a lie a mile away. You know, you just have like, you've almost now just got this ability to just know when someone's lying to you. And you cut them out very quickly. You just do not play any games. You're just not willing to even engage. It's just like, no, this is a lie. I'm not tolerating this. You can just remove yourself from my life. You're gone. You don't have any more chances. So it could be that, you know, you might find it hard to accept this apology, especially if it's not a full-blown apology at this stage, but it could just be the early stages of them wanting to reconcile. And, you know, they want you to make a judgment call to accept their apology, basically, guys. You know, that's the message I'm hearing from Spirit. They passionately want to message you, but they're not quite sure how to do it because you're in this Queen of Swords energy, and that's not really an easily approachable energy. But at the same time, they've done something that they need to be judged for, you know, that they want to reconcile over. So they've done something wrong, and, you know, it's caused an ending, and I feel like they now want to come back, but they want to communicate that to you. They're just not sure how to because you're in the Queen of Swords energy. So the message from Spirit is if you want to hear from this person, it might mean that you need to just sort of lower your guards down a little bit, lower your boundaries, and maybe just listen to what they have to say here with the Queen of Swords energy. I mean, it quite often means that people are finding it hard to communicate with you because she can be very stolly and not want to listen to what people have to say because they just don't believe, she doesn't believe you. But if they come across with a more positive and insightful message as to why things happened the way they did, perhaps, you know, you might make a different judgment call. But I do feel like there's someone coming in with a message, a passionate message. It may not be, you know, a full message, like I said. It might just be the beginnings of trying to apologise. They're, you know, not sure how you're going to take it as the Queen of Swords energy. They know that you've got your walls and barriers up, that they've hurt you. You know, they're feeling very remorseful about it, and they'd like to reconcile with you. So that's the message I'm getting for you guys if you chose pile number 4, guys. All right, let's go ahead and do the oracles. I'm just going to show you, I've got the animal oracle deck, and I've got the copper here, which is it's a very heavy weighted piece of copper. So if you're going to choose deck number 1, this is what it looks like. It has a beautiful, some birds on there, and it's all basically, this deck of oracle messages is all regarding different animal spirits and personalities and characters. So, you know, whichever one you choose, it sort of gives you a message about which animal, you embody more than any other. Then we've got the wisdom of the oracle, and that's a beautiful, like, midnight blue color, absolutely stunning color. which, you know, is lighter and darker in different parts. So if you're choosing that particular deck and the Wisdom of the Oracle, you'll be receiving a message from that deck. So I'm going to go ahead firstly and read from the Animal. So if you chose that deck with this beautiful piece of this beautiful copper, your message is Chipmunk. Trusting, creative, and new discoveries. So those are embody, you know, the message and the characteristics of a chipmunk. You know, they're very trusting, they are very creative, and, you know, they like to discover new things. They're always sort of snooping around and burrowing around and, you know, in and out of things to try and get as much information as they can. And I think the message from Spirit is, you know, that you are, you know, that you are a very trusting person, you're very creative, and I think Spirit's trying to tell you to to value those qualities about yourself. Those are really positive qualities, being trusting, creative, and trying to discover new things about yourself. I feel like Spirit's saying, you know, try to work on, you know, obviously continue to trust and be creative, but try to find new discoveries about yourself, because that's where manifestation comes in. You know, when you start learning more about yourself and the things that, the reasons you're here, and the past life lessons you need to learn, and the message that Spirit's trying to convey to you, as well as your spirit guides are always trying to communicate with you. You know, be open to those messages, and remember that, you know, they will give you new discoveries that will help you to, you know, vibrate higher and to become a better person and vibrate and manifest at a much higher level. That's how we manifest the things into our lives. So Spirit's message is to continue to, you know, be trusting, be creative, and focus on actually discovering things about yourself, you know, rather than externally, like the chipmunk does. And if you chose beautiful pile number 2 with the blue crystal, we've got Serendipity from the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is all about, for me, this card, you know, embodies, if you look at the image, you know, she's flying away up into the sky with that beautiful clover that she's hanging on to. I feel like, you know, this is all about luck coming your way. I feel like there's fortune, good fortune coming into your life, happiness, abundance, and I feel like Spirit's just reminding you that, you know, remain open to it, remain loving, open your heart, and just be open to that coming in, because sometimes we're not open to new things coming in, you know, and we don't want to trust them, and, you know, we've been through something and we just, you know, we're feeling, like I spoke about, I think, very early on in the first deck, just feeling closed off and not wanting to engage, and just, you know, feeling dark. I feel like the message from Spirit with this particular card, if you chose the second deck in the Oracle, is that, you know, remain open, and there's really abundant, beautiful opportunities coming in for you to be, you know, serendipity, which is to me is just all about luck and opportunities coming in. That's how I interpret this card. I mean, we all have different interpretations of the cards, but that's how I see it. It's a beautiful, abundant energy. They're in nature, which is also another message to, you know, get in one with nature, get out and about more, and get out of this trapped energy you might be feeling in. And, you know, you will create and manifest a lot more in your life if you're able to do that. So Spirit's message is, you know, there's abundance coming in. This clover does embody luck and fortune coming your way. All right, guys, so those are the messages that I have for you from the Tarot and the Oracle. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonates with at least some of you. And I will do more of these in the coming days, because I know picker cards are, you know, things that you guys like from what I've done in my research. So yeah, please don't forget, like I said earlier, to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate your support to help my channel grow. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.